Psalms 82, 3 and 4. Give justice to the weak and to the fatherless. Maintain the right of the afflicted and the destitute. Rescue the weak and the needy. Deliver them from the hand of the wicked. What? How would God feel about you calling somebody weak? You had the nerve to call me weak? Moonlight? You a moon worshiper? Proverbs 31, 8 through 9. Open your mouth for the mute, for the rights of all who are destitute. Open your mouth, judge righteously, defend the rights of the poor and needy. Isaiah 1 and 17. Learn to do good. Seek justice. Correct oppression. Bring justice to the fatherless and plead the widow's cause. Proverbs 24 and 11 through 12. Rescue those who are being taken away to death. Hold back those who are stumbling to the slaughter. If you say, behold, we did not know this, does not he who weighs the heart perceive it? Does not he who keeps watch over your soul know it? And will he not repay man according to his work? Let me repeat that. Rescue those who are being taken away to death. Hold back those who are stumbling to the slaughter. If you say, behold, we did not know this, does not he who weighs the heart perceive it? Does not he who keeps watch over your soul knows it? And will he not repay man according to his work? Matthew 7 and 12. So whatever you wish that others would do to you, do also to them. For this is the law and the prophets. Matthew 18 and 14. So it is not the will of my Father who is in heaven that one of these little ones should perish. 1 Timothy 5 and 8. But if anyone does not provide for his relatives and especially for the members of his household, he has denied the faith and is worse than an unbeliever. Proverbs 31 and 8. Open your mouth for the mute, for the rights of all who are destitute. Matthew 18 and 10. See that you do not despise one of these little ones, for I tell you that in heaven their angels always see the face of my Father who is in heaven. Let me repeat that. Matthew 18 and 10. See that you do not despise one of these little ones, for I tell you that in heaven their angels always see the face of the Father who is in heaven. Zechariah 7 and 10. Do not oppress the widow, the fatherless, the sojourner, the poor, and let none of you devise evil against one another in your heart. Psalms 10 and 14. But do you see, for you know mischief and vexation, that you may take it into your hands. To you the helpless commits himself. Have you been the helper of the fatherless? Hell no, she didn't help shit but call somebody weak. You talk about the weak and the poor and talk about people being homeless and all of this. You don't have a right to call somebody weak. Who the hell are you? You going to hell. And ain't no forgiveness in it, because the Father gave you 3 times and you kept calling me weak over and over and over again. You kept disrespecting me. He gave you 3 times and your ass is done. I'm telling you, I cast judgment on you, moonlight, because you don't have no respect for the Father's people. He said he will make a remnant of the people that's left, and all the remnant will be lame. Okay? He said lame. He will make them into an army. The lame and needy. Who the hell are you? He who dwells in the shelter of the Most High will abide in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say to Yahuwah, my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust. For he will deliver you from the snare of the fowler and from the deadly pestilence. He will cover you with his pinions, and under his wings you will find refuge. His faithfulness is a shield and a buckler, and you will not fear the terror of night, nor the arrows that fly by day. Y'all can't tell me nothing. Move. Psalms 46:1, the choir master of the sons of Korah, according to the Alamoth, a song. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Deuteronomy 31:6, be strong and courageous. Do not fear or be dread of them, for it is Yahuwah your God who goes with you. He will not leave you or forsake you. Proverbs 14:31, whoever oppresses a poor man insults his maker, but he who is generous to the needy honors him. Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through him who strengthens me. Romans 13:1-14, let every person be subject to the governing authorities, for there is no authority except from Yahuwah, and those that exist have been instituted by God. Therefore, whoever resists the authorities resists what God has appointed. Hold on. And those who resist will incur what? Judgment. Judgment. Judgment for you, moonlight. For rulers are not a terror to for rulers are not a terror to good conduct, but to bad. Would you have no fear of the one who is in authority? Then do what is good, and you will receive his approval, for he is God's servant for your good. But if you do wrong, be afraid, for he does not bear the sword in vain, for he is the servant of God and an avenger who carries out the God's wrath on the wrongdoer. Therefore, one must be in subjection, not only to avoid God's wrath, but also for the sake of conscience. And I'm out, and moonlight, you have just now been judged.